Hello everyone and welcome back to the Arsenal career mode on FIFA 20. In our first game today, we're going to be going up against Frankfurt in the Europa League. We're sitting in first place in the Europa League right now, so I think maybe just one more win and we could guarantee passage to the round of 32. We're going to be starting our second team as we typically do in the Europa League. And you're going to see later on that I do make some tactical changes with the team. I'll go into the specifics later. It's not really huge changes or anything, just minor tweaks that I think can get the team performing better. So I'll talk about those a little more when the time comes up, when those pop up on screen. The game today is going to be at the Emirates Stadium, the home of the future Champions League winners and Premier League winners. So we get things kicked off here. Ceballos spreading it out to Reece Nelson, giving it back to Maitland-Niles. He's going to switch it all the way over to Rob Holding. Just getting some good possession here. We give up a free kick outside of the box, and he has a shot, but it just goes over the bar there. Frankfurt pressuring early in the match, but we get the interception and they whip it in, and Bas Dost, who usually scores against me, he gets the header away, but Leno makes a great save. Now Martinelli spreads it out to Saka on the left, and he chips it into Reece Nelson. It's a really awkward finish, but he gets the job done. He puts the ball in the back of the net. But he does this weird 360 spin like he's doing parkour or something. Anyway, he knocks the ball in with his weak foot there, and we go 1-0 up. And we go 1-0 up in the 25th minute. Here we are in the 34th minute here. Maitland-Niles spreads it out to Reece Nelson. No one in sight, not even close. And he's going to go ahead and square this right across, and Bukayo Saka knocks it in off the post. 2-0 in the 36th minute. Good to see everyone celebrating together. The crowd loves it here at home. Pretty confident feeling that their team's going to go through to the next round. Here we are coming up on halftime. Maitland-Niles squares it to Reece Nelson, and he finds Bukayo Saka going through the middle, but can't get the shot off before the keeper makes the save. We go 2-0 into the half. Youngsters looking pretty good as always. Danny Ceballos here. Same thing here. Reece Nelson maybe should have just took the shot on first time because the defender closed down the space there. Going down the right wing. Squares the ball into the center, but no one is around to get a foot on it. Pulls it back to Saka, to Reece Nelson. Gives it to Martinelli, and he's going to shoot that one off the outside of the post. Here we are making some changes here. We're going to put Chambers into the center mid position and give Sula some more minutes. He hasn't complained yet, but he's one of our top rated players, so we do want to try to get him in as much as possible. And then we bring in Aubameyang and Lacazette up top and push Martinelli out wide. Here we are with Guendouzi. Gives it to Martinelli, and then Lacazette is going to go on a run. The defender can't quite catch up to him. Lacazette cuts in and smashes it into the far post of the goal and makes it 3-0, a perfect night for the Gunners here at home. And here we see on the replay here, Lacazette just shifty cuts in into the box, and there are no covering defenders in the center, and he just has a go. And with his quality, he puts that in. And that's going to do it for us tonight. A good night in Europe at home. And we go into the dumb questions that they always ask and the dumb replies that they always offer.
Thank you so much.
Here we're going to see Granit Xhaka come to the office and says, I need to be playing a little bit more, boss. What can you do? And of course, I sort of lie to him a little bit and say, hey, no problem. I'm saving you for the best games. You're still the man. You're still the man. Even though you took your shirt off like that and got angry at our fans, we know you can get some tough criticism sometimes. Because as a captain, you have to keep your composure, and that's why you're not captain anymore. We're checking out the youth squad monthly update here, and there's a couple people that are kind of promising. Peter Smith here, he only has a max potential of 85, but we just keep him there because he's American, and eventually we want to take over the U.S. national team job. And even though he won't be good enough for Arsenal, he may have a future spot in the American national team. In the next game, we're going to be taking on Norwich at Carrow Road. And we start the first team, usual starters here. No one's out injured. I mean, we haven't really had too many injuries whatsoever. Ta was out for 2 months with the dreaded broken toe injury that everyone seems to get. But other than that, we've been doing pretty well. I did change the sliders back to all 50 for everything. So maybe someone, if they do get injured, they'll be out for a little longer. Which, knock on wood, I hope everyone pretty much stays healthy. You do want to have a little bit of injury trouble from time to time, you know, because it's realistic. But so far, we're doing pretty well. Lacazette here dribbling into the box. 6th minute, gets a shot away. Doesn't really trouble the goalkeeper, but he does make a really good pass to Aubameyang, and he slots it in the bottom corner, making it 1-0 for the opening goal. It's a really tidy finish there. Aubameyang gets another chance outside of the box, but the keeper holds on to it. And then Lacazette, once again, hooking up with the wingers here. Pepe pulls off a really nice fake shot and gives it back to Lacazette, who continues his run into the box and gets an easy tap-in goal. He just smashes it from inside the 6. Here we see Norwich working away offensively here. They do work a decent chance here, but the finish is just off the mark. Goes wide of the post. So Arsenal dominating in the first half, away, going 2-0 into the break. Our two strikers getting the goals. Here we see Jonathan Tah with the clearance here, but Norwich comes straight back, and Leno makes a really good interception there. Bellerin gives it to Torreira, and he's going to find Pepe here, streaking just with crazy, insane speed. And Lacazette can't catch up, but Pepe takes it all the way himself. It's not a great initial finish, but he does smack the rebound in. Fortunately enough for him. And Arsenal looking to be getting 3 points on the road here. 59 minutes in, and it's 3-0. Here we see Norwich getting in behind. It's maybe a question of offside possibly here. But they are going to get a shot away and trouble the goalkeeper. He pushes it behind for a corner. Norwich haven't given up yet. They're still attacking. The shot gets hit into the chest of Jonathan Tah. He doesn't clear it, but he tries to bring it down and pass it away. But it just gets nicked off him and put into the back of the net. Couldn't really do anything about defending the shot, but instead of taking a touch, he's got to clear that. And it's 3-1. And here we're going to make some subs as well. We are going to bring on Granit Xhaka and Nelson and Martinelli on the wings, just to save our wingers a little bit. They've worked hard and played well, so we want to give them a little bit of a break. We've got Tierney streaking down the left side, and he stops the ball, squares it to Martinelli, and he just passes it into the bottom corner. It never looks like missing the shot. And he goes to celebrate to the corner flag. In the 88th minute, this game's done and dusted. So it's a convincing victory here for the Gunners away at Carrow Road. And we're going to be moving up in the table. Trying to hunt down that Premier League trophy here. We are sitting in second place as of now. And we want to try to get to that top spot.
Yeah, no further.
We get a little player training here. And I don't think anybody's going to go up this time at all. Slowly but surely. As they get better, it takes a little longer for them to improve in the overall rating. So we have a look at the Premier League table. Second place, 2 points behind City, and we're level with Spurs. Liverpool in fourth. United and Chelsea not doing so great. Wolves and Leicester, by the way, are doing pretty well. We get another transfer offer for one of the youngsters here, as we always just accept whatever they bid, because we just want to get them out of the team. Get whatever little money that we can and get them off the books. Make room for some youngsters from the academy that have a lot higher potential than the current players in our well, I guess it's not really youth academy, but the current youngsters we have that aren't playing at all. So this game we're going up against Brighton Hove Albion at home. And Ozil is making an impressive run into the box, trying to get the ball onto his left foot, as always, but it gets blocked in the end. And that is the only highlight that I have to show you from the first half, because this game was absolutely stuck in midfield, boring, no shots hardly. And that's pretty much all I have to show you. But in the 67th minute here, Aubameyang puts Pepe through. And yay, something exciting happens, and we score a goal. But there was literally nothing except for that Ozil attempt that wasn't even a shot on goal to show, because it was such a dead first half. It takes us almost 70 minutes to break through at home against one of the lower teams in the league. But hey, anyway, you are going to have those games where you're not what do I want to say? Everybody's not playing their best. So you will struggle. It is the toughest league in the world. So you will struggle a little bit, even if it's against some of the weaker teams. So as long as you get the win in the end, so we will see what happens here. We're going to put in Nelson and Martinelli. Did we put in someone else there? I'm not sure. Oh, Guendouzi. Guendouzi got it. Aubameyang, no. Who is that? I don't know who that is. I forgot what I did. I thought that was Aubameyang. I'm not sure. Somebody gets a shot on goal and tries to head in the rebound. But Brighton here in the corner, they're going to put this one. Nope. They're going to be offside, and then that's the end of the game. Not too many highlights from this game at all. A really boring game, but we're taking it back old school to when Arsenal used to win 1-0. We got a clean sheet, we got the win. That's all that matters. That's what I can say in my press conference.
No further questions.
So we get another transfer offer for Robbie Burton, and we just go ahead and accept them all. And the next game is going to be against West Ham. Here is where I go, finally, because I kept changing it every single game because I forget to change it when I wasn't in a game. but I changed the defensive style to drop back, and then I pushed the width, defensive width from 2 to 3. Um, the push the men in the box from 1 to 3, and also the center mids. I changed their instructions from defending in the center to defending the wings if need be, because when teams were overloading a side, I would only have my wingback and my winger defending, and they'd have three players over there, but the center mids weren't coming over to cover. So I went ahead and did that, so we would get some defensive help when the opponent tries to hit us on the wings, tries to spread the play out wide. We can sort of combat that. I'm still kind of tempted to change the defensive width back to 2, because sometimes my three center backs they get all discombobulated, and I'm not sure exactly how to keep them in formation, because it seems like no matter what I do, they just kind of get pushed around a lot instead of kind of staying where they need to be. But anyway, we'll watch that as I continue to go on. And here you'll see I'm just gonna, my scouts are already out in the top 5 big countries here. So I'm thinking about next season bringing in a really good defensive mid slash center mid. Not really looking for an attacking mid, even though when you put center mid in the scouting instructions, I think attacking mids pop up sometimes. But I'm looking for a box to box or even a more defensive minded center mid to kind of keep it steady, and just someone who can boss the midfield. Someone like a Serge Milinkovic-Savic, just who's big, strong, powerful. It doesn't really necessarily have to be tall. I mean, someone like N'Golo Kante would be amazing as well. But just someone who's gonna give us some stability in the center of the pitch. Because Ozil, I mean, I play him there, but I don't really want. That's not his position. He shouldn't really be playing in a center mid position. He's an attacking player that doesn't necessarily come back on defense a lot. But anyway, I haven't even touched the ball yet in this game, and Felipe Anderson puts one by Leno in, I think, the 5th or 6th minute of the game, and I haven't even touched the ball yet, and they just take it down off of the kickoff and score. Here they are pressuring again. They get the shot away, but it's not a great shot. Leno rolls it out to Aubameyang here. Ozil spreads it out to Tierney, and he sees Aubameyang streaking through the middle, and it's a perfect pass. He just takes 2 touches and bangs it into the bottom right corner. Not bangs it, but he slides it in there. It's a really nice finish, as you would expect from the best striker in the Premier League. And then we see this crazy foul here. I thought it was a penalty at first, but he did kind of go sort of shoulder to shoulder type challenge. Once I looked at it, it looked like it was probably a fair challenge here. But Lacazette gives it to Ozil with space in the middle, and he puts it away. So even though we didn't get, I don't even know if he was in the box there for that. Would have been foul. But even though we don't get a penalty or a chance to take a free kick or a man sent off, we do end up scoring a goal, so that's just as good. And we end the half with, I think it's Felipe Anderson again with another chance there, but his shot goes wide. But West Ham, see, Ozil doesn't come back on D like he does, like he needs to. But, that's why I'm kind of looking for someone that's going to be more defensive-minded in the midfield, so he can just be in position. See, like that again, Tao wasn't really in the best position there. So maybe I think I should squeeze the width just a little bit, just so they can stay together and support each other a little bit more, the 3 center backs. Or maybe just pull their positions in manually. But here we see Ozil find Pepe with space on the wing here, and he dribbles out of bounds. And then we're going to make a couple substitutions. So here we are. We put in Ceballos for Ozil. Ceballos is 82 rated, and we could buy him for next year because he is a real player that's on the team, even though he's on loan. Um, we could it would be a kind of realistic signing for the second season here, if I ever make it to the second season before FIFA 21 comes out. That was kind of another reason I wanted to just put all the sliders back on 50 and just play 4-minute halves just to power through some of the season because it just takes so long when you're playing. Not, I do like the long games, but I also do think it is more exciting, more fast paced. Not just for me, but also for the viewer if there's anyone still watching. But we end that game 2-2. I guess it's a fair result in the end. West Ham played pretty well there. They made good of their chances. So, and it's an away game at a tough place to play, so I can't really complain too much there. Then we go into the ever entertaining press conferences and some more player training here, and no changes in the overall. But like I said before, slow and steady progress as the player development training goes on and on. So we do get a few messages here, just scouted players took off. Not really concerned about that. As always, the youngsters transfers breaking down. And Pablo Mari said he wants to play in the next game, which he will because it is a Europa League match. And then a little pre-game press conference here. And that's going to be it for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are still watching, whether it's out of pity or actual entertainment. I'll take either. Yeah, if you want to subscribe or like the video to let me know if someone is still out there, like a dead radio call. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully, the changes I've made have been entertaining. See ya.